This video is sponsored by Freely Give. If you need help with Drupal and AI, just get in contact with us. There's a lot of smart people, and this is not just something I say when I say there are smarter people around Drupal and AI. We truly have that within the company. So if you need help with that, please get in contact with us. So today I'm gonna talk, it's gonna be fairly short. I'm just gonna talk about AI observability OpenTelemetry recipe. So you might have seen in Drupal in the AI module that there is a AI observability module. You might have enabled it. You can see if you have like a standard Drupal, it just adds it to your normal logging. And this is on purpose. It's using standardized PSR logging. What makes this powerful is that you can actually use enterprise solutions for this. So in this case, it's gonna use a recipe to actually contact a larger stack of things, and that then includes Mimir, Loki, Grafana, Alloy, and it's using like OpenTelemetry standard. So one thing that happens with AI observability and the OpenTelemetry module is that you can actually get OTel spans that follows a standard that has been set up for AI. So there is also a standard how you log AI. And to kind of understand how it works, it's like every time Drupal makes an AI call, the AI observability modules, then it's gonna capture it and send it to OpenTelemetry as long as you have that module, which lands in Alloy, and Alloy then is a collector. It's like this. It's also like it enriches data, and then can like split it 3 ways. So it creates traces, which is like the step-by-step story of one request, and this goes to Temple. It creates metrics, so like numbers over time, aggregation, request rates, stuff like this, and goes to Mimir, and the actual logs then goes to Loki. And what's sitting on top of all this is Grafana. So that's basically where you can visualize this, and this is what I'm going to showcase then. I just want to say also a huge thanks to Merch Alexei. He has been the main driver with this. He's the main maintainer of the OpenTelemetry app module, as well. So he has been extremely good with everything around the AI observability. He has also created a DDev plugin, so this can run then against a DDev plugin if you want to see it end to end, that I have built on top of his work. But what I will also show is the one-line installer, and this will actually show how you can go from having nothing on your computer, I mean literally nothing, a new Windows, a new Mac, a new MacBook, or a new Linux system, and get a site up and running with this pretty complex architecture. You might have heard about the one-line installer from Jamie. I will talk more about it when it gets more stable, but it is pretty powerful already. So let's get started. So now I'm gonna show the power. Let me just close these tabs. You see, there's a thing I can copy here. Literally run the one-line installer and point it at the repo of this recipe. And I will showcase how this works then. So I will just go to where my projects are, and I will run this. And this now is gonna download or clone this repo and look for so-called Drupal AI best practices configs. And see, in this case, it has 2. It has a base demo, and this sets up just the base. You will have to set up a provider yourself. You will have to set up modules on how to utilize stuff and so on. So it's not the best thing for what I want to demo here. So we have a demo version. What this does, it sets up like AI API Explorer. It sets up AI agents with a parent and a sub agent so we can visualize this. It also sets up a prompt where it starts asking you about API keys for different providers that you might need. So we choose this, and you see it asks us right away, OpenAI key. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna ask for different keys, and it will set up all these providers. But I'm just gonna set up OpenAI key. So you don't see it here, you can see it's input hidden, but I have copy and paste something. And on the other questions, I'm just gonna click enter. And then we're gonna have enter a name for the new project, and we're just gonna write obs testing, so observability testing, and everything else the system takes care of now. It's gonna set it up from start to finish. While it's working, I can just show you how these configurations looks. So this recipe, of course, you can utilize it as any recipe you have used before that you just do composer require and then apply the recipe. But you see also it has a .drupal AIBP directory, and this is where you find this then base and demo, and this is basically the whole configuration that sets up everything from start to finish. So I will answer the pseudo question here, and then I'm gonna fast forward. And there you can see we have our site, and this will not look like anything special. It's just a Drupal standard installation. I will log in here. I will showcase a little bit how it has it's using admin, so it complains. So you can see, for instance, here then if we go to keys, that it has set up just remove this annoying thing. It has set up an environment key that is OpenAI API key, so it has set it up correctly. It's in the environment of your DDEV. In this case, it should have set up AI API Explorer as well. So we can start chatting here. Hello, which model are you? Can just ask something like that, right? So it's answering right, but if we go back to terminal now, you will see there's some information here as well. First of all, it has jumped into OBS testing. It has installed Cloud Code for me, but in a container. So if you actually want to start developing, you can actually do this. I have chosen Cloud Code. You can choose other things as well here. There's a lot of information, but you can see there's extra information here as well. Grafana is here, so we can click here. And we get Grafana up and running. And here I have created some dashboard then, and that's what we're gonna show. So DDEV Grafana, we have agent sessions, latency explorer, AI requests, and tokens and costs. So, oh right, we did actually send something. So if we click here, well, oh, it might not actually have synced. It might need to run Drush. So what this does is it actually fetches from models.dev the prices for each model, so you can actually see them here. And if we go to AI request, you can see we have done one request, no error rate, average latency, average request per minute, and so on. We can just click here, and it has a refresh button. So if you want to see it in real time, you can do that. Let's see if we refresh here. Oh, there we are. A little bit delayed. So you get some data, and these are just example data. I was basically discussing with Fable what makes sense to showcase, and this is what we came up with. You can see all the actual requests. You can also get the raw requests, of course, on top of that. And then there's agent sessions. So here you will not see requests because this is not a request, right? So let me see here. I think I might have to install Explorer. Oh yeah, I should add this actually to the recipe then. Or sorry, to the demo setup. So we do the Agent Explorer. Agents Explorer, maybe. Install it. You should use Agents Debugger, so that's probably what we should be adding to the recipe. And if we reload here, we have the orchestrator, that is the parent agent to the fact agent. That's just something to test. Can you ask the fact agent about a made up fact? We run that, and you're gonna see here then that this is calling this is gonna call the let's see, this is gonna call the sub agent. There finally we see something. Oh, it literally asked a made up fact. Okay, it just comes up with some interesting thing there, and all of a sudden you can see how the flow is here from parent to sub agent to parent. You can also see a unique ID for this session, and then you can also see here some more raw data, the actual queries going in and out, and see how they sequentially are loaded. So these are just some examples on how you can set up Grafana. Of course, if you're gonna do this, you should set it up with exactly the measurements you want. This is just an example. So that is showcasing how you can use the AI observability with some external capture using standard OpenTelemetry structures, and also how the one-line installer works. Thank you.